Okay, hello, hello. Hello, Nelsnick. Hello, Marina. Hope you are both doing good. Today is time for more Sekiro. Oh, hello, Will. Back to all memories. Yeah, sorry, but you've got a, yeah, five chats an hour, I think seems about fair. Wait, hold on. Why wasn't that working? Okay. Well, let's just get started. So I did maybe like 20 minutes of practice before going live, or like 30 minutes, I don't know, so let's see how bad it goes. Yeah, you've already used 2 of your 5 allowance, so you better be a bit more conservative with your... Oh dear. You're just using them on counting. You're just using your messages on counting how many messages you've used. Honestly, I respect that. Oh dear. Yeah, speaking of the 1.0 video, yeah, it did kind of pop off. To say my most viewed video on my channel is my current all bosses record, which was uploaded I think last June. So it's been out like 8 or 9 months and has like 143k. The 1.0 run looks to beat that in under 5 days. So yeah. It's not even been out 5 days yet. And it's already looking to hit like 150k. The YouTube algorithm, I guess, just liked it. I honestly love how much of a gap there is between like some of my most viewed videos. I have a massive block around like the sort of 1 to 4k region. Then there's one on like 20k, one on 50k, and then just a jump up to like 3 videos all on like 140. Okay, that's lucky because I actually fucking died to Genny in practice. I did a practice of the Tomaway version of this and died, so... At least it looks like that was a one-off fuck up. But yeah... So hopefully today will finally be the day. So we got close, what was it, Tuesday? Yeah, it was Tuesday that I had the 2 runs through Fountainhead, isn't it? Yeah. So we did get close Tuesday. Hopefully we can go 1 better. Well, I guess 2 better because it was 2 hits, but... So I would have done more Wednesday, but, you know, stream got delayed for many hours by various things. And then by the time we actually got around to it, I wasn't really in the mood. So yes, we just did DS2 Wednesday because I couldn't really think of what else to do. But back to this. Hello, Jorm. Yeah, thank you for watching the 1.0 video. Thank you for your comment. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised how well that's done. Like that was made by a very tired me in 4 nights. So I'm kind of surprised how much people have liked it. Like, you know, staying up until like 5, half 5 in the morning to edit a video isn't healthy. Especially not like 4 nights in a row. I mean, in fairness, it was my fault that I had to stay up that late anyway. It's basically because the Darn video took too long to make. The idea was that the Radan video would have come out like a week before it actually did. And then I would have had like a normal amount of time to work on the 1.0, but so the Radan video came out quite late, which kind of meant that I only had like 4 days to try and do the 1.01 to get out for the 25th. In fairness, I'm still think it turned out pretty well. Still think it turned out really well, just kind of surprised how many people agree. But yeah. Definitely got a lot of people to the channel. So I think like about 15% of my total channel views came in like 1 day, like yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever it was. You know, see you in a bit, Will. Have fun. I always say have fun when you're like 30 minutes away from finishing work, and I know that's not how work happens, but have fun until you finish work. Okay, I didn't actually practice Gyobu. I would have done, but I kind of started practice a bit late, so... First Gyobu of the day. Haven't fought this dude since Tuesday. Hopefully he doesn't do anything super weird. Okay, so far so good. You know, thank you, Zeka. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Yeah, I mean, the thing with the video is I didn't even... You know, like, I could have done a lot more in the sense that I basically just did the All Remembrances run with a couple extra things here and there. You know, if I wanted to, I could have spent like 30 hours going through every boss, every area, every spell, weapon, Ash of War, reading every item description. Let me actually get the hit counter up. You know, if I wanted to, I could have gone through all of those, but figured it would probably be better to just do like the sort of main game stuff. You know, it was more of just like a general like playthrough rather than sort of an in-depth look at all the differences. Yeah. But there's still a lot of things that we noticed like in the actual stream when I did the run that I just didn't put in the video. Because, you know, I figured they either weren't really super important or didn't really feel they fit it, but well, you know, there are definitely some cases of like, you know, looking for a weapon or looking for something and then it's just not there. You know, or a lot of different names or these sorts of things that I just didn't include in the video because I didn't really feel they were super important. Yeah, it's still surprising how different the versions are. Oh no, 1.0 is an official release. So basically the way it works is, so before release, the way most companies do is before release they'll have like a sort of, so development doesn't end when, so before release companies will like send the game off to people to actually print it to the disc so that they can sell the disc. But that's not when development ends. So what normally happens is companies will get a relatively complete version of the game, send that off to be put on the disc, and then when the game actually comes out on release day, they'll put out a day one patch which will add in like all of the extra stuff that they worked on between the disc and release day. And the version I played, that 1.0 version, is the like version on the disc that was put out to like publishers and stuff to actually sell. So yeah, it's not a beta or anything, it's an official release. It's just, you know, not many people would have played it because it's before the day one patch. You know? It's an official release, but before day one patch. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to get it on PC. Because I think the first PC version comes with day one patch. Yeah, it's basically just... Yeah, it's just a disc version of the game and then don't update it. Because I had that disc since release. Because So the disc that I did that run on came because I got the PS4 collector's edition like pre-order. So that disc came with the pre-order, and then it basically sat on my shelf for 2 years until I did this run. But yeah. It was definitely super interesting seeing all the changes. Like a lot of them made sense, and then there were some changes, you know, it seems maybe a bit odd, but so I think on the most part, most of the changes seem to be more about like polishing the game. You know, there weren't a ton of actual like gameplay changes as such. Most of them were just sort of names and general polish. Honestly, it was a super fun run. I mean, it's the PS4 disc played on PS5, I should say. So I don't know if PS4 Elden Ring runs at 60 FPS on PS4, but so this was the PS4 Elden Ring disc but played on PS5, which is probably why it was 60 FPS. So I don't know what the actual frame rate like on an actual PS4 would be. So I got the PS4 collector's edition basically because when I went to pre-order the PS5 one had sold out. Is why I got the PS4. But yeah. Oh, hey Ratchet. Good to see you back. Hope you're doing well. Okay, no Genny fuck-ups. Okay, there we go. I don't actually know what the frame rate is on console, I'm going to be honest. I don't actually know what it is. No, I don't know if like the PS5 disc is different to the PS4 disc or, you know, or any of this stuff. So, you know, don't take my word for it. You've got both Serpent Hearts without dying. That's pretty good. Guess how much have you got left of the run then? So I guess, wasn't one of the Serpent... Oh, I don't have skills yet. Wasn't one of the Serpent Hearts a bit you kept dying to? Or you lost a run to, so I guess getting past that is pretty good. Because I remember you saying, I think, like, that getting the Sunken Valley Serpent Heart you died to once. Or, like, in Sunken Valley. So getting both is progress. Getting closer to beating the run. Okay, off to Ishin. I don't actually think I ever did deathless Sekiro before learning no hit. I also genuinely think that Sekiro is the only FromSoft game I've actually done no death. Like, I mean, even just like any percent, I don't think I've ever no deathed any of the other FromSoft games. That's the wrong idol. I think DS3 and Elden Ring I've only beaten Dying like once or twice. I mean, I've never like actually put in effort to attempt to no death run, but it's kind of interesting, I guess, that I haven't actually done it before. Oh, hello, Ruler. Hope you're doing good. Okay, get the skill book, and then we can go to Senpo. I mean, we've been actually doing pretty decent at this one lately. That's the wrong place. Yeah, so I'm doing pretty good as well. Feeling pretty good about runs today. And just in general, yeah. Say, because Tuesday we had 2 runs back to back that got past Divine Dragon. So, and one of them got all the way to Father Owl, so I mean, yeah, runs have been very good these past couple days, past couple streams. And yeah, at this point it's a matter of time, I think. Do you think it's just a matter of time before I get this? I mean, I don't think most of my hits recently have been... I think most of them have been my mistake. Actually, in fairness, I could argue that both of the hits on Tuesday were, like, questionable stuff. Because the owl hit was a very wonky hitbox. And then the ape one was questionable RNG. So I guess, honestly, I could argue that it's not even me that's getting myself hit anymore. And it's just, like, the game being weird. I mean, there is obviously still the odd mistake. Like, I do still mess up the occasional fight, or there'll be like an enemy that will hit me somewhere, but generally speaking, I pretty much have this run down at this point. And yeah, hopefully it's not too long. Because say, Elden Ring DLC is in, what, not even 4 months, and I want to go back to all bosses for a bit before then. So hopefully it doesn't take too long to get this finished. Which should give me enough time to do all bosses stuff. I mean, in fairness, even if this took another like 2 months, we'd still have enough time to do all bosses to like refresh my memory and also hopefully get like a record. You know, obviously I don't want to be stuck on no hit like up to the DLC. That would definitely not be ideal. Okay, he gave me the good attack. Okay, easy. Oh no. Deciding on your message allowance. Definitely a tough decision. Honestly, that was so funny to read. I didn't actually see it at first, and then Will pointed it out to me and I read it. Oh dear. YouTube comments are a wonderful place. You know, such a like caring and fun place to be. Yeah, so you got 2 messages. Better use them sparingly. I mean, yeah, Will's already used his 5, so we're not going to be hearing from him again. Do you imagine if they did that? Like, if YouTube actually added in, like, chat limits on people? Or, like, pay per message for YouTube Live? Could you imagine how shit of an update that would be? You wanna say hi to the streamer? Gotta pay YouTube. Just like premium, just buy a monthly subscription to live chat. So that would definitely be a decision. Okay, go on, monkey. Ooh, 3 bosses. I wonder how far this one can get. Because I haven't done a run since Tuesday's stream, meaning that this is my 3rd consecutive run past monkeys. So I'm kind of curious to see how far this one can get. Hopefully all the way. Let's just say that much. Yeah, you pay 17 euros for premium, yeah. I pay for premium as well. It's £12 here. I mean, basically, because stuff like, you know, Spotify or music or whatever is, what, like £10 a month. And if you think that, you know, YouTube Music is basically the same, like it's a music app, then if you consider YouTube Music to be £10 a month, it's basically, is all the other premium stuff worth £2 a month effectively? Because, you know, because 10 of it is music, and then is all the other premium stuff worth £2 a month? Which, for my case anyway, I feel it is. So I pay for it. How far have I been in the Hitless run? Well, for the game in general, I've beaten three of the 4 endings of this game, Hitless and Damageless. For this run specifically, we've made it to the second to last boss, Father Owl. So 2 enemies from the end, without being hit. Yeah, we're trying to get the full run now. So I've done 3 of the 4 endings, and then the one that I haven't done is a pretty sort of nothing ending. You know, it's not any different to the others. I probably will do it just to say I've done it, but it's nothing. You know, there's no like new content to it or anything. Yeah, so that's the thing too. I don't use like Netflix or anything like that. But, you know, I just have like 1 subscription for premium and that's it. Yeah, so I just have a premium sub, nothing like no Netflix or Disney or any of these things. Because in all honesty, I don't really watch TV shows. Like, I haven't watched them in a long time. Also, this dude saw us. This dude saw us, and now it's chance whether or not we get hit. I honestly don't know what causes that one to see me sometimes. I think it's just the way she's looking. I'm just sort of completely RNG based on which way she's looking when I do the grapple. Okay, there's Centipede. I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised how consistent this strat has been for Gunfort. Like, Gunfort is normally just an RNG fest, but I generally think I've probably got about like a 90% success rate with it. Because I remember when I first did runs on like Sure or Mortal Severance, Gunfort was just a complete RNG. And I lost a lot of runs there. So now we just need to run through Mibu to Monk. Honestly, the only real part of this section which is a bit worrying is Snake Eyes. Everything else is fine. Because, you know, Miss Noble is, well, Miss Noble. And then Monk, we can do a insta-kill. Questionable whether or not it's a glitch, but hey, the rules allow it, so I do it. You know, I'm not going to voluntarily fight Monk if the rules allow me to just insta-kill. Is this the only slightly sketchy part? Because of the gunner? And that's the worst RNG. Lucky my camera was able to turn around that. No, hello Yama. For Guardian Ape in Nitro Arena. Yeah, I've done that before. It's not fun. That arena is not big enough for Ape. Let me tell you. Definitely not as bad as fighting Demon there, but yeah, Genny's arena is not big enough for Ape. You have like no room to move. There shouldn't be a way in the randomizer to get soft locked. Like the randomizer like takes various like all possible progression into account and makes sure that there is a way to progress. You shouldn't be able to get soft locked. I would say it depends on what settings you have. So quest lines are never required in randomizer, so don't bother. I mean, I guess the like quest lines to get, you know, like the Father Owl Bell and things could be required because that's like, you know, key items and areas, but general like NPC quest lines aren't required. Yeah, it could be at a merchant. I'm pretty sure they're included in the item pool. So yeah, it could be at a merchant. That's it. There shouldn't be a way to soft lock the run. You checked them. Did you check every merchant? Like, you know, maybe there's some you... Because I think some merchants become available later in the game. Like, there's the dude at Dilapidated Temple that only starts becoming a merchant at some point through the game. I can't remember exactly when. Okay, quickly, Deathblow Monk. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what settings you've used, Yama, for like where you can put items. But generally speaking, like major bosses, prayer beads, gourd seeds, and like key items are, and merchants, like the main places items can be. Actually, I don't know if prayer beads are included in the main pool. Okay, basic settings. Is I don't know the randomizer like off the top of my head, so yeah, generally speaking, it's like gourd seeds, major bosses, and shops, and obviously like key items. Honestly, I think Sekiro is probably my favourite FromSoft game to randomize. Based because it's, you know, it's open enough that there are lots of different places you can go at any time, and there's lots of different ways you can be forced to like check things or do things. But also, you know, the game is short enough that you're not going to get a point where you're spending like hours looking for one item you need across the entire world. Yes, Screen Monkeys is also another funny one for Randomizer, because you just get like 4 random enemies. Yeah, welcome back, Ratchet. Yeah, I saw that you got both Serpent Hearts, which I don't know if you heard me say earlier, but I remember you saying that you had died on a run trying to get one of them. So like being able to get past them is pretty good. Or like being able to get that bit without dying is good progress. Seven Spears, Miss Noble, Ball. Yeah, that sounds fun. Honestly, Miss Noble is fine, but the other two could be annoying. Okay, focus mode. That was a pretty damn clean ape. That was pretty good. Oh, was there someone else you were dying on frequently? Honestly, that can be a very tilting experience for like a lot of runs. Like speed run, challenge runs, whatever, if there's like one section that you keep dying on constantly or keep messing up constantly, but I'd say once you start, like once you get past it once and once you start getting through it more, it becomes a lot better and you start feeling a lot better about it. Oh, the underwater headless in Fountainhead, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know if I've ever killed that dude. Actually, I think I've killed him maybe once or twice. Like, that is just the most hellish mini-boss ever. Because there's 2 of them. What am I getting? Yeah, I definitely killed it because it drops the Ash Spiritfall, but I think I've only done like once or twice. Headless can only drop required items, I think, if you have added a setting to do that. I think there's a setting in the randomizer related to Headless. I think they can only drop important stuff if you had that setting checked. If not, you can completely ignore them. So it's lucky that the randomizer gives you that option to just ignore Headless. But I think the randomizer setting might be to actually replace Headless in the enemy pool. But as for actual like them dropping required items, it might only be if you have items set to anywhere. Like, you know, if items aren't anywhere, then I don't think they drop required items. Killed 4 headlesses, nice. I assume you're just missing the Fountainhead one then. Wait, oh hold on, I didn't put Shuriken on. I honestly really struggle with the headless. Okay, will Al be kind? Yes. Dude, my Owl RNG has been so lucky. So I had this same RNG in practice. and my last 2 runs. Yeah, my owl RNG the past couple of runs has been really lucky. Oh, there we go. A nice bit of cheese. Dude, 3 consecutive runs to Fountainhead is pretty damn impressive. I can imagine how bad that would actually be, Yama. Like the palace nobles that like apply enfeebled when they see you. Honestly, that would honestly probably be very rough. I'm not gonna lie. I think for Sekiro I've done all Father Owl and all Emma, like just off stream in my spare time, and then I did all Ape for a video. Yeah, all Palace Noble actually honestly sounds like it could be surprisingly rough, I mean, not rush. What does Living Well even do? Is that one of like the last skills you get at the end of the skill tree? Cricket Room, oh my, yeah. The Cricket Room is a very rough place. I remember I didn't even do it in my all Ape run, because I literally could not get through the room. So I remember I just used like a unintended, or like a thing that the randomizer added in order to get past it. Yeah, I could not get through that in my all Ape run. Oh yeah, yeah, so it's one of like the ones at the end of the skill tree, right? Like one of the ones you get at the end of everything else. I don't really know if I've ever really used those ones. Actually, I mean, I've used, obviously, Empowered Mortal Draw. And I think I've used Ashen Across a bit. But I don't really know if I've used the other ones. The other one is Shadow Rush, right? Or whatever it's called. I don't really think I've ever used that or Living Will. Yeah, attack power 9 for like that point in the game is probably pretty good. Because yeah, memories are kind of just scattered everywhere, and you can get a ton really early on in randomizers normally. Oh, hello, Usama. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Hope you're doing good as well. And yeah, welcome back, Will. I don't know how you time it. I've just killed Lone Shadow. Oh, do you mean... Wait, Ratchet, do you mean the one like in the Lone Shadow that has the other dude in the arena with it? You know, the one next to Owl. I assume you mean that one. Yeah, Fire Hands, yeah. So one more mini boss and then you get to bully Owl. Honestly, without the cheese, Shinobi Owl is maybe one of the hardest to no-hit. Because Shinobi Owl has a smoke bomb that is very difficult to get out of range of, and it staggers you, which counts as a hit. So I genuinely think that without that cheese, that might be one of the harder ones to no-hit because of the smoke bomb. So I've never really tried it, like no-hitting without the corner. Yeah, I do not know what it is, Will, with you and True Monk. It's honestly so impressive how... I think it's not even like a one-off thing. It's not even like a 50% thing. It's literally every single run. You disappear at a random time and then you come back and, oh, it's True Monk. Do not understand. This is really bad positioning. What are you doing? Okay, I need to make sure I can even make it to this branch. Oh, can I grapple this side? Okay, I can grapple this side, luckily. If I couldn't grapple that side of the branch, I might have been in trouble there. Easy. Easy, True Monk. Easy, easy. Honestly, that is one of my favourite fights in the game. Honestly, I'd probably say that's my third favourite boss in the game. Behind Father Owland's Sword Saint. I do really like the monk fight. Yeah, monk could not survive today. Yeah, Inaginitro's also a cool fight. Fuck. I think all of the inner bosses are also really good. Oh my god, I suck. Okay, we might have this problem again. Okay, no, there we go. I could say, because like a couple runs ago we had that issue where I couldn't make that jump and had to homeward idle. I mean, I've definitely gotten better at Monk because it's not really... Well, I've definitely been more relaxed at Monk because it's not that far into the run anymore. I know, obviously it's still a long way to lose the run, but it's not... You know, it's not like really close to the end like it was before. So I'm a lot like less worried about it. I love how Fountainhead is basically just the area that is super easy to do hitless, but it's one of my most nervous areas because it's so easy to do. I'm so scared of fucking it up. So... And good luck on Owl Ratchet. Hopefully should be an easy fight. I mean, Owl definitely isn't too bad if you have enough prayer beads. Just depends on how many mini bosses you've already done. Really, Will? Oh dear. You definitely have an interesting way of looking at things. Just your enjoyment coming from, like, me losing runs. Do you enjoy Hitless that much that, you know, you just get so happy when I get hit, 'cause it means... So happy when I get hit, 'cause it means you get to see another run. Grab that. Time for fish. Our favourite fish with a human face. Okay, we avoided it. We avoided it. I mean, is it... I mean, I kind of... Do people agree with this? But I kind of feel like I have pretty sort of... Not necessarily laid back reactions when I get hit, but it's more of a sort of... You know, just, ah, fuck, sort of thing. You know, sort of like pissed off, oh well, we got hit, but not, like, super annoyed. And I kind of feel like I'm reasonably calm when I get hit. Or, well, reasonably calm on the outside, I should say. But obviously also, like, depending on where. And also depending on, like, the day in general. Like, you know, if it's my 5th hit in a row to Gyobu, I'm probably going to be quite mad. Yeah, I guess it does depend on the situation. I think, like, a hit on Gyobu versus a hit to, like, Butterfly is a very different reaction. I guess because Butterfly is just a nemesis at this point. With how many runs I've lost to her. I also saw some stuff like that on the YouTube video. That there were a couple of comments that were like, this dude has like the most calm like rage ever. Like when I die. Because when I die to boss, I kind of just sit there for a second and just go like, ah fuck. And then just try again. It's like the most calm reaction. I don't know, there are definitely like some funny comments to look at. Another funny comment, actually, there is a 4th Roderica comment. There's a 4th Roderica comment. So... And I think it's just like a conspiracy at this point. And everyone is like conspiring together to say I sound like Roderica. No, Ratchet, how did the owl fight go? Did you get him? Yeah, honestly, merchants can be very good in randomizers because they have a lot of item checks. Like, generally speaking, merchants are very, very good to check in randos. You got him? Nice. Nice. On to Fountainhead then, I assume. Unless you're doing like Hirata or something. I assume next you've got his Fountainhead. Yeah, I just am Roderica now. I'm not going to dodge the allegations. There's too many comments. They've all banded together. It's like, are you going to do Fountainhead or Hirata next, Ratchet? So I guess they can both be a bit difficult. Like Fountainhead with things like the fish or with some of the enemies there. Then Hirata just being like higher leveled. And I guess it's down to which one you feel like more confident doing. Oh, you're doing Hirata next. Interesting. Good luck with that one. Wait, did he tell me to go and get the dude? Yeah. You can't lock yourself out of it, Yama. You cannot do the second Hirata memory unless you've done the first one. Like the game will not let you do it. Like go to the temple now and try go to the temple now and try to like use the bell to enter Hirata. The game won't let you. You can't do the second memory until you've done the first one. Which does also mean that if you, like in a casual playthrough, if you get the father bell, but you don't get the first bell until like before killing Divine Dragon, then you're actually just locked out of both Hiratas. Because the first bell despawns after killing Divine Dragon. So if you don't get that, then you can actually get locked out of both. Okay, finally done with that. Then I want 5. Oh, I need to use money. So I do this quest line because this quest line allows me to buy infinite Akko sugars. So I just do this quest so that I can get Akkos. I've got 5 of those and I want 4 of these. Wait, so do you have the bell or not? Because yeah, so to fight Lady Butterfly you need the bell and the, what's it called, like Hirata audience chamber key or something. Or like estate key or something. You know, take care, Will. Hope to see you in a bit. Oh, you have the bell but not the key, yeah. So it will be in one of the important locations mentioned earlier. It's also possible that if that's not required to beat the game, then it could be... I think it is possible for items to be a drop from the final boss if they're not required to beat the game. Oh god, that guy actually attacked, holy. Okay, let's not get hit to Divine Dragon. Oh wait, did you set items to anywhere? Oh yeah, you could be in for a long time then. Yeah, you could be in for a very long time then, if you set it to anywhere. There's still potentially so many like random item checks, you know? You kind of don't expect items to be at, and then they just kind of show up. They're doing Dragon's Heritage, yeah, nice. I mean, Dragon's Heritage is mostly like Immortal Severance with some extra questline stuff. Yeah, there are definitely some extra things there that can mess you up. Like the Visceras or getting some of the books in the cave. I'm not going to go for that. Yeah, that's the thing. With items being anywhere, key items you can just find in the most random location. Like I say, they can be from a major boss or in just the most random side alley of an optional area. I mean, the first part, the thing with like randomizers where you have items anywhere, I think the first part is a lot of fun, like actually checking most locations. But then most randomizers will end up at a point where you're looking for like one item that's in a location you don't know exists. And it kind of gets very tedious trying to find it. Okay, one more. I almost got hit there because of the turnaround. Probably should have been slightly more careful. I mean, that's the thing. I like testing my game knowledge, but I do often find that eventually it gets a bit tedious. At the same time, you do kind of learn about like new item locations. You know, you kind of find like corners or things you didn't know existed. Big attack. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? How? Okay, but actually how though? That's how I've dodged that attack every time I play this game. Well then. I was literally running perpendicular to him. I was literally running perpendicular to that attack. Dude, it's just like the owl hit on Tuesday. I need to go back and watch that at some point. That was... dodge better. Oh dear. No, deflecting Divine Dragon is fine, Usama. Like basically every other deflect in the game, it's completely fine. It just seems almost like an unnecessary risk. Dude, I'm actually stumped as to how that hit me. I mean, we may as well finish this run. May as well finish this run and then we can go back and have a look at that. Because I am clueless on that. I'm actually clueless. Oh dear. As I was saying earlier about hits not really being my fault anymore and just kind of the game being weird. I think that is pretty good proof. I think it's not even... I guess that's the part that's annoying me now. Like, the three... So, the past 3 runs, one of them got hit to Father Owl, one got hit on Headless Ape, and one just got hit there on Divine Dragon. And I would argue that none of those 3 hits were my fault. Which is the bit that is annoying me now. You know, it's not even me necessarily making mistakes. You know, it's not even I'm making mistakes at this point. It's like the game doing something weird. So we'll finish the run off and then go and have a look at that. So I'm honestly stumped as to how that got me. Dude, that sucks. That's so unfortunate. Your second memory, nice. I assume you're going to fight all of the mini bosses. So you're also going to do the like Lone Shadow at the very start. And not just like Drunkard and Owl. Okay, please just like go and scream and let me MD. That ape jumped in early, I'm gonna be honest. Got away with it though. Dude, I'm still so mad about that dragon hit. That's so annoying. A Woo guy and a Palace Noble. That actually seems kind of rough. Like having a Palace Noble in such a small room with no like place to get cover honestly sounds a bit rough. Okay, time for demon. Time for demon. I guess we don't have to be super nervous anymore because I've already been hit. It'd still be nice though. Like getting a no-hit demon is a pretty nice feeling. So it is definitely one of the scarier bosses. Although being in this corner is not a nice thing. Nor is just running from corner to corner. I'd rather you were out in the open. Yeah, Demon is honestly... I don't know, I feel a lot more confident about him now. But when I first started this run, trying to learn no-hit Demon was pretty difficult. And then we fight him now instead of later, because that means we have an extra attack power for Lady Butterfly. Because funny enough, Lady Butterfly is one of the hardest bosses in this run for me. So I'd rather fight Demon at a much lower attack power, just to give myself one more attack for Lady Butterfly. Because her phase 2, if you don't like kill her instantly, gets very rough very quickly. But it does mean that Demon ends up being a very long fight. And he's also backed himself into a fucking corner, which doesn't help. Yeah, it doesn't help that he's literally put himself in the worst spot of the arena. Okay, there we go. He's got himself out. Okay, 2 phases. Please stop backing away all the time. Okay, what's he gonna do? So this is a pretty difficult fight, but I honestly think with practice it's not the worst thing. Like, it's a very long fight, but every attack has an easy counter. Like, there's a reasonable way to deal with every attack, so even though it's a long fight, it's relatively straightforward. Just a case of, you know, having to be perfect for that time. Like that. Okay, Hitless Demon does start to make the hit to dragon even more annoying. Yeah, I will be honest, he does kind of break the rules, yeah. It definitely feels more natural to dodge the attacks rather than deflect. Dodging definitely feels more natural, especially on like a first playthrough. Which does kind of go against the rules that Sekiro spent the entire game teaching you. Yeah, I still think Demon is like an okay fight. I think it's not terrible, but nothing special. It's just kind of pretty average in my opinion. And yeah, the 1.0 run just went fucking crazy. I think it's become, or probably about to become, my most viewed video on my channel. And it's been up not even 5 days. I think Demon is maybe a similar situation to Melania, in the sense that, you know, by no means is it a bad boss. You know, it's a good boss, but there are like a couple design choices that kind of go against what the game has spent its time teaching the player. There are a couple things that boss does that kind of, you know, breaks that or forces the player to change, which, you know, maybe brings it down. So by no means is Demon a bad boss in my opinion. You know, I think it's more a testament to Sekiro's quality in general that Demon isn't a bad boss, but I'd still probably put him in the bottom half. And I still probably put him in the bottom half just because of how good the other bosses are. Yeah, I've seen the Melania in Sekiro DLC, not DLC. I've seen Melania in Sekiro, and it does fit. There are rumours, I say rumours, there are like, well, like one theory that people have is that Melania's like sort of base moveset was originally going to be for like a Sekiro DLC, and then it got sort of repurposed into Melania for Elden Ring. You know, that's like a theory some people have, but, you know, I don't know if that's remotely true at all. It is kind of an interesting theory, especially after seeing how well she does appear to fit into Sekiro. Yeah, that's the thing, it kind of feels like her base moveset was designed to be like Tomoe or some sort of DLC, and then it got changed to Elden Ring. You know, or maybe it was just like random moves that they were messing around with. And, you know, a DLC was never planned, but they were just sort of messing around with animations or something, you know. Yeah, it does kind of seem that way, but I do doubt that that's actually the case. It's just something that it's something that would be really cool if it were true, but I doubt is true. Oh yeah, it is very interesting nonetheless. And it's still kind of, you know, sad in a way that we didn't ever get a Sekiro DLC. Like, Sekiro fully deserved one. Sekiro definitely deserved one. Yeah, I guess it's just what they decided. And you can't exactly say that it was a bad decision if they, for example, scrapped it for Elden Ring or like for more Elden Ring work, because like Elden Ring also paid off pretty fucking well, so. You're Alfather? Nice. Good luck with that fight. So you can check the spoiler log if you want. Like, I mean, chances are it's probably in a location you just don't know exists or like haven't thought to check. Yeah, I've seen you at Father Ratchet. Good luck on that fight. So I assume, yeah, you're doing Father first and then you're going to have to do Fountainhead. So you are getting closer to the end. Dude, I do not like when she does the sweep. It has such a weird follow-up. Oh, she hyper armors that. Okay. Interesting to know. Lady Butterfly can hyper armor with her sweep. As if I didn't need another reason to hate that attack. It's okay, Ratchet. It's fine. Oh wait, fuck. I completely forgot when I was supposed to buff there. Rip PB. I mean, we can tie. I mean, you can kind of... I mean, you can argue that Divine Dragon was actually 2 hits. So I did get hit twice, but the second one was unavoidable because I got hit by the first. Yeah, rip new PB. I'd say I didn't even know that Lady Butterfly could just hyper armor the sweep. I didn't actually know that was a thing. I assumed that after knocking her down with a shuriken, she would kind of just stay on the ground for a while. But apparently that's not the case. You didn't get hit by Divine Dragon? I can't say the same thing, sadly. I can't say the same. Still a bit mad at the dragon hit though. I say, once I'm done with this one, I'm going to quickly look at it. I'll probably look at that dragon hit, do a quick practice of Lady Butterfly, like 1 or 2 tries, just because I got hit in this run, and then go straight into another one. So I really need to look at that dragon hit, because I still do not understand it. Not getting hit by like all of the bosses except Demon is really impressive. So like, Demon is still like a very difficult boss. Last thing, like even though every attack has an obvious counter, it's still they're still difficult counters, you know. Demon is by no means an easy fight. Okay, on to Owl. 2 bosses left. I think I am going to start deflecting this slam. Just because I'm now paranoid about dodging it because of the Tuesday run. I'm now paranoid of dodging it because I got hit, so I think I will just start deflecting it. Let's go with deathless this time, I think. It's like, you know, hitless would be cool, but, you know, if the challenge you're doing is deathless, then if you can get it deathless, then you're doing well, you know, and you've got the challenge going still. Yeah, I'm going to deflect this. I think that's better. See, I think you're far enough into the run that I'll just challenge you to do it deathless and keep the run going. Although hitless would be cool to see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna start deflecting that. I'm gonna start deflecting that attack. And yeah, the challenge is deathless, so that means that if you get a deathless owl, you've done well because you can keep going on your challenge. You know, deathless owl is good. No, hitless would be cool to see, but it's not vital, you know? Okay, why do I only have 2 confetti? Oh wait, is it because I did I rest? No, but I warped. Wait, why have I only got 2 confetti? Did I forget to pick one up somewhere? Or did I buy one fewer than I should have done? Okay, I don't understand why I've only got 2 confetti. Looks like we're just doing Ganitro with no buffs. It also doesn't help that now I've killed Dragon. Now that I've killed Dragon, the merchant that I used to buy is dead. Actually, no, wait. Confetti you can buy from anyone. I know, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot that you can buy confetti from any merchant. And that one is just Akko. If you can't find it without the hint, like, you know, if you have actually looked everywhere you know and can't find it, then yeah, I would just check spoiler log. It's kind of annoying to have to check it, but if you really can't find it from where you've looked, I just read the spoiler. Oh, you can't even find it with the spoiler. Wait, where does it say it is? So I might know. Reservoir. Why do I keep getting hit by that? Dude, I practiced Sword Saint today and I was fine on that attack. Why do I keep getting hit by it now? I think it's because I'm dodging left instead of forwards. Yeah, I just need to dodge forwards. Oh yeah, if most of your bosses are hitless or deathless, you could try hitless, but... Yeah, because the sidestep does have different iframes, so I wonder if... You know, I just need to dodge forwards through it instead of left. So I'm dodging left, which is losing iframes. Okay, let me quickly... Let me quickly pull this up. Yeah, I just want to quickly have a look at this dragon hit. Where is it? I just want to have a look at this quickly. Big attack? Okay, let's have a look. Dude, it hit my foot. Also, that's not even hitting me. Like, this is how I've dodged this attack. I've always dodged this attack this way. What have I changed? Big attack? What have I changed in this attempt that made me get hit? Am I running the same way? Big attack? I'm trying to figure out if I'm running the same way. Like, I'm running perpendicular, so this shouldn't hit me. I'm running perpendicular, so I don't know how this hit me. Or maybe I'm running slightly backwards, I don't know. But yeah, it's my fucking foot again. It's the same thing that got me on the... Same thing that got me on the Alfather hit on Tuesday. My foot. God, that's so annoying. I think I'm running very, very slightly backwards and not completely perpendicular. Which is why I got hit. But I mean, still, that is annoying. Yeah, it's the same way I got hit on Alfather. I'd say for Alfather, I can just start deflecting that attack instead of dodging it, which is what I did this run. I can just start deflecting the attack, which is what I did this one. I didn't get hit. But there isn't another counter for this. Like, I'm not going to... You can't really deflect this full combo. Because you can deflect this first hit, but then when you jump the next two, you jump the two sweeps, then the next hit he does, you're still falling and it's very difficult to deflect it. Yeah, I think that's just not console. I think that's just mean. Yeah, the key can drop from a boss that despawns. If that is the case, then it should be at the offering box in oh, what's it called? The offering box at the temple. I think is you don't have iframes on the sprint, you should just be able to have to. I never lock on though, is the thing. Things I never lock on. I've never locked on to dodge that. I guess maybe I can try? Also, apparently Lady Butterfly had iframes on the attack, which is why I got hit by her. It can drop from a boss that hasn't spawned only if it's not required for the main progression. If it's not required to actually get to that boss, then yes, it can. Oh, so I think this is save file. Oh no, it is 4. That's it, I never lock on. I'd never lock on to dodge that attack with Dragon. I mean, I can maybe try it once. Let's try Sword Saint first, because I keep getting hit on this lightning attack now. So I'm still going to say Deathless, I think, for the challenge ratchet. I think it's better just to try and get the Deathless and keep the run going, rather than trying to Hitless it and potentially messing up. So I think Hitless and Deathless you can actually play different ways. So if you try and Hitless, you could potentially mess something up really easily. I don't know how I kept getting hit by this lightning recently. Like, it's actually been so long since I've done a Sword Saint Hitless in an actual run. Like, I do it in practice all the time, but I do this Hitless in practice all the time, but I haven't got it in a run in ages for some reason. It was under the water in the starting area. Oh, that item. Yeah, that is an interesting one, yeah. Not a lot of people actually know that there is an item down there. It's definitely a very hidden one. Definitely a very hidden item. How does the hitless fail mean deathless? Because you can still get hit without dying. Yeah, I think the safest thing is to dodge forward on those. Please do another one. Please do another lightning. Did I actually deflect all those bullets? Okay, safest thing is dodge forwards. Okay, safest thing is dodge forwards. I kind of want to try another dragon quickly. I mean, I guess, but I still think the safest thing is just to try deathless. Like, I would say try deathless, and then if you get hitless, cool, but, you know, don't actually, like, worry or, like, overly fuss about getting hitless. I can't believe I'm actually having to practice dragon. This is definitely something. Definitely something. Yeah, so I saw the message, but so I'm still going to stick with what I said. I do still think... Okay, that's not where you do that. Okay, fuck it, I'm not practicing dragon. I was trying to do speedrun strats and I'm not a speedrunner. Okay, let's just do another run. Surely the same thing won't happen twice. Surely the same thing won't happen twice. Let's just go again. Yeah, let's just hope it doesn't happen a second time. Yeah, let's just pretend that the dragon strat is actually 100% consistent and, you know, it's not going to happen a second time. There's nothing to worry about on dragon. But say, at this point, like, my last 3 runs have all made it to dragon. I'd say, I mean, that dragon hit was still questionable. It's like our last 3 runs have all made it at least to dragon, and all 3 runs' first hit has been debatable as to whether or not it was actually my fault. But that's how it is. But surely this will be it. Surely this will be the run. You know, just a nice little 2-hour warm-up, let's say. You know, just a quick 2-hour warm-up, practicing every boss in the game. You're going through practicing every boss, practicing every area. You know, nice little warm-up. Now proper runs are starting. No, let's go with that. New run, new luck, yeah. How about new run, some luck? You know, just new run, just give me any luck you can, please. Oh dear. I mean, I guess in fairness, the game has been very, very kind to me recently with the Shinobi Owl cheese. So I guess it's kind of been balancing that out with, you know, by giving me very bad stuff elsewhere. You know, Ball and Shinobi Owl have been kind, so got to make him lose it somewhere else. And Joey got Hitless Father Owl. GG. GG's Ratchet. I guess on to Fountainhead next. So True Monk. Is that thing? True Monk is not super scary in my opinion. Obviously, unless you end up head stomping her off a bridge in the middle of a hitless run. But no one's ever done that before. I've never seen anyone like be on a hitless run, you know, into Fountainhead fighting True Monk, do a head stomp on her sweep attack and then jump off the bridge. Never seen it happen. I guess for whatever reason, Fountainhead is actually pretty sketchy for me. Apparently. Because, like, True Monk I'm fine with, but all of, like, the jokes we make about that one time kind of sometimes make me nervous about it. Because I know if I get hit, it will just be even more of a joke. And then the area itself, like, the fish can be a bit here or there, but it's normally okay. And then apparently Dragon is... I know, apparently Dragon just killed the run, so... True Monk I want to see hitless. True Monk, let's see a hitless. I think that would be cool. I'm pretty sure I went straight to hitless. I'm pretty sure I went straight to hitless, but what I should say is I didn't go from casual to hitless. Like I had done like speed runs of the game. So I'd done like both glitchless and glitched speed runs. You know, I wasn't like amazing at them, but I was okay, you know. I knew what I was doing, type thing. I knew what I was doing. So, you know, I'd done speed runs. I think I might have done a couple like challenge runs. So I'd done like New Game Plus playthroughs without Kuro's Charm and with the Demon Bell on like base vitality, and so, you know, I'd done speed runs and I was pretty comfortable with the game, you know. I was pretty comfortable playing the game, but yeah, I didn't do like deathless first. I just went straight to learning hitless. The snake gave you the key. Oh, so that means that now you can fight Butterfly and also Owl then. Maybe one of them will have the required item. Yeah, I would still want to see you try it, Ratchet. Like, hitless bosses are a lot of fun. I want to see you try and get it. Well, there goes the streak. There goes the streak. We had 3 consecutive runs up to Dragon. And then I get hit by Ogre. The apparently now very rare hit in the first like 10 minutes of the run. I mean, this is the kind of time where it can sort of you can sort of end up in a like early game spiral. Like, you know, you mess up one thing in early game and then you can kind of end up just doing it over and over again, and because, you know, you get hit once in early game, so you reset, and then you feel that you need to, you know, because you just lost some time, you kind of feel that you need to get through the rest of it quickly again to get back to where you should be, which then just causes you to get hit more, and you end up basically in this spiral of just being stuck in early game. Hopefully that won't be the case here, though. Though yeah, getting hit by Ogre is not a good sign. Well, I was just being greedy in all fairness. And being greedy is not a very good quality for no hit. Guess we try Genichiro again. Because I just loved fighting him so much last time. You know, I want to do it again. Final Genny and Emma. What for Lady Butterfly? Yeah, that's definitely an interesting one. Honestly, that's not as bad as it could have been, I feel. Like, both of those are 1 health bar bosses. So I don't think that's as bad as it could have been. Because yeah, that's the way Lady Butterfly works, is that she's 2 separate models. So each model gets swapped for a different boss. You know, whereas something like Ape, even though it's like 2 different, completely different phases, it's still the same Ape model, so it only gets swapped with one thing. Oh, nice, you got True Monk Hitless. Let's go. So surely then you only have Divine Dragon and Sword Saint left. So I think now, yeah, you only have... Oh no, you're doing... I forgot that you're doing, like, all mini-bosses as well, aren't you? I was about to say you only have 2 bosses left, but I'm pretty sure you're doing all mini-bosses as well. So I guess not quite celebrating getting close to the end just yet. Dude, Shizu is just like free XP. Like, kill a Kami leader, that's just free XP. Right, so Ratchet, how many times have you gotten into Fountainhead then? Like, how many runs have you got past True Monk? Because I remember like a couple streams ago or whatever, you said that getting the serpent was a bit of a roadblock, but I can't remember if you mentioned how many times you had gotten like into Fountainhead. Honestly, I'm kind of curious about that for my runs. Kind of curious, like, for Purification and All Memories runs, of like a breakdown of where I've been hit everywhere. That would honestly be super interesting to see. It'd probably just be mostly like Gyobu. I think there would just be a massive spike at Gyobu and Butterfly, and everything else being like pretty flat. About 5 to 7 times? Oh, okay. So you're definitely getting there pretty often then, yeah? You got to be pretty close to getting the full run then if you're getting to Fountainhead quite a lot of times. I mean, yeah, that is the thing, like, if you are trying, like, going for Hitless is very stressful. Because, you know, in Deathless, you're allowed to make mistakes, you know? You're allowed to get hit by bosses, you're allowed to miss the flex and all this sort of thing. But Hitless has to be perfect. You know, one mistake and it's over. So yeah, it definitely is very stressful. So if you do get stressed out trying to like do Hitless things, then so since you're trying to do Deathless, I would advise, you know, like I said for Our Father, I would advise just trying to do Deathless, you know? If the fight happens to be Hitless, great, but don't try and do a Hitless fight. Don't try and get the Hitless fight, because that will probably just make you even more stressed than Deathless. Oh, don't jump there. Honestly, for watching runs, I do prefer watching Deathless than Hitless. And also like speedruns, like I said, you're allowed to make mistakes. And also with Deathless, there are times you can be in a situation where like you're fighting a boss and you're trading hits, or you know you're trying to heal and the boss keeps attacking you, or you're very low on HP and you're trying to find an opportunity to get away from the boss to heal. You know, there are those sort of tense moments where it's like, am I okay? Am I not? Can I still have the run? You know, that sort of thing. But in Hitless, you don't have that. You know, in Hitless, you're either perfect or the run is over. Like there's no in between. There's none of that like tense moment. So I think in that sense, I definitely prefer Deathless. Definitely watching it, I prefer watching Deathless. But yeah. Let's say, if you're allowed to make mistakes, then it wouldn't be Hitless, so that's just how it is. Okay, generally good Gyobu RNG so far. I wonder if I'll get a stagger here. Well, there's my answer. That's the thing, I kind of want to try some Deathless stuff, because, right, not like on stream, but just casually. As I said, I've never... The only FromSoftware game I've actually ever beaten Deathless is Sekiro. That's because I've done it Hitless, you know? Even with all the time I've played DS3 or Elden Ring, I've never beaten them Deathless. I think best for DS3 is like 1 death. I remember my DS3 run, I wasn't trying to do Deathless, but I remember it because it was like New Game plus 7 and my 1 death was to Twin Princes. So Deathless is a very fun run. Like fun, like challenge. You know, it's kind of like... I guess it's kind of like the start of FromSoft challenge runs. You know, like if you've beaten one of them casually and you want to maybe get better at the game, or you know, get better at the game or try challenges, this sort of thing, then you know, I think the two main ones to start with are either Soul Level 1, you know, like the two main ones are No Leveling Up or Deathless. So no, it's a nice like little way to get into a game more and like to try and challenge yourself to get better at the game. Yeah, well, I lost the run to a very questionable dragon hit. Like, I had a look at it on stream after the run, and yeah. Basically, it's another one of the hits where I've always dodged that attack that exact same way for like the 3 years or 2 years, whatever, that I've been playing Sekiro. But this one time it decided that actually it was going to hit me, you know? It's one of those ones. And yeah, there's been a lot of like, definitely in recent like months, I think, past maybe like 2 months, there's definitely been a lot of streamers trying like randomized Elden Ring, like deathless stuff. Like in English as well. In English, there's also been a lot of streamers doing like randomizer deathless all bosses and stuff like this. I guess because it's just like a fun challenge. Okay, again, that's another hit. That's another hit I'm just going to disagree with. Like, can we just have a chat about ball there? Can we just have a chat about that ball? You say a lot of big streamers have tried, or either tried or done sort of like randomizer deathless stuff. I know Lilagi has tried it. I think people like Bushy, Starchrist, Catalyst. But there's been a lot of people that have tried it recently. So I guess it's just like a fun thing. Or like a fun little challenge. Yeah, I kind of... So I've done SL1... Okay, here's the thing. I've done Soul Level 1 Dark Souls 3. My Soul Level 1 DS1, I think, is at Ornstein and Smo. But I haven't played that in like 2 years. Because I was doing that like before Elden Ring released. And then so I got to Ornstein Smo and then Elden Ring came out. And then I do have a Bloodborne BL4 file. The issue is I suck at Bloodborne. And I am hard stuck on like 4 different bosses. There are like 4 different bosses that I just cannot beat. Or rather would need to like really try. You know, not just like half an hour here or there. And then I've never actually done a Rune Level 1 run of Elden Ring. I'm definitely going to do one in my spare time to like prep an RL1 file for DLC. Because my plan for DLC is I'm going to have a relatively balanced build with like relatively balanced stats so that I can try out the most different like weapons and things. And then I also want to have an RL1 file to see what the DLC is like there. Yeah, Bloodborne is very good. It's probably my favourite casually. I think it's between Bloodborne and DS Thief, my favourite casual one. I think Sekiro is definitely the best when it comes to speed runs. And maybe also like Hitless stuff, but casually Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3 I think are the best. Which Sekiro mini-boss you never fight? probably Headless like the rest of us. No one fights Headless. I say I've especially the underwater ones, I've barely ever killed. So a hit is basically anything like an enemy attack or stagger. So basically, if an enemy hits me with their weapon, right, if an enemy hits me at all with an attack, if I block an enemy attack instead of deflecting it, that counts as a hit. If I get staggered by an attack, so even if it doesn't do damage, if Wolf like enters sort of stagger animation, you know, so things like firecrackers or Owl's smoke bomb, like those sorts of things stagger you, they count as a hit. Falling into the void and having your position reset counts as a hit. I think that's mostly everything as far as hit goes. But self-inflicted damage does not count as a hit. So for example, taking full damage but you don't void out, so just from like a hard fall, that's fine. Or using a Yashiriku Sugar, which is basically a buff, it's a buff item that halves your HP, that's also fine. So self-inflicted damage and full damage aren't hits. I missed. Oh, this run might be over. And then as far as damage, it's as self-explanatory as it gets. Basically, as long as Sekiro's HP stays at maximum, it's fine. You know, Damageless is you can do anything you want as long as Sekiro's HP doesn't change. You know how after the ogre hit, after the like completed run, I kind of said about getting worried about getting stuck in early game? You know how I mentioned that maybe like 20 minutes ago? I think it might have had some truth to it. I think there might have been a bit of truth to that. It's not Headless or Shichiman. I'm trying to think what other like mini bosses cause a lot of issues. I seem to remember like 7 Spears being a bit of a tough one. It's maybe that. Yeah, I don't know where the consistency has gone after that last run. That's it, I'm not even like trying to play fast, you know. It's not even like I'm trying to rush through the game to get another run going or anything. I'm still just like playing at my normal pace. But I'm just screwing up for whatever reason. Yeah, Headless still really scare me. I don't go near them. Like, even now, I don't go near Headless. The only one I really consider fighting is the one in Ashna Outskirts for Echo Spiritfall, because it's the lowest scaled of the bunch. That's the only one I like ever consider fighting. Like, fighting the Fountainhead one for Yash Spiritfall is not worth it. Because you don't even need to kill them for achievements. Because they don't drop any prayer beads or anything, or like quest items or anything like that, so you don't even need them for achievements. I'm so glad they don't drop prayer beads. Like, imagine having to like kill the Fountainhead Headless just to max out your vitality or some shit. Yeah, the underwater ones are difficult. Especially the Fountainhead one, because there are two of them. No, because there's like the second one there. What are you doing? Yeah, they're definitely the mini-boss I'm worst at. I think Headless and Shichimin are probably my two worst mini-bosses. I'm really bad at both of them. I'm trying to actually think of how many hours I do have in Sekiro. Because I think I have about 280 on PC. But then I think I have another... I want to say another like 170 on console. Maybe more. So that's it. If I had to guess, I'd probably say I'm around like the 450 to 500 hour mark for Sekiro in total. I mean, yeah, Shichiman you can kind of just like wait around and do the aerial death blow, but and I still find them kind of scary. Oh, Orin. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, Orin isn't exactly an easy fight. So some of the moves are a bit sort of erratic. And also because you need the confetti for her to do, like, decent damage. Okay, don't mess up the jump. Thank you. I mean, Headless does also slow you down, but I don't really find that difficult. I just find Headless's like general move set difficult, and also the fact that whenever you don't block an attack, it builds terror. Whenever you don't deflect an attack, I think. Yeah, honestly, if they just removed all Headless from the game, I would not complain. Like, yeah, Headless for me, like now with how much I fought all the bosses, the Headless for me are more difficult than any main boss in the game. Because of how much I fought all the major bosses. Oh yeah, some of like the lore and background about them is cool, but you know, that doesn't change my opinion. I still fucking hate them, you know? Like, yeah, sure, the lore is cool, but I still hate them. Get them away from me. Scariest person is Kuro, oh god. Do you not want to save our friend? Is that what you're saying, Will? Our friend isn't worth saving? Now, I think I'm going to have to ban you for that. Saying that you don't like Kuro. I guess, yeah, there is also a non-boss ogre in the outskirts after Dragon. Like, sort of on the path to Demon. Was there a... Are there 2 or 3 boss-trained ogres? I think there are 2. Because there's the one we just fought, and there's the one in Ashina Castle at the very bottom. Then, yeah, then the third one is a non-boss that's on the way to Demon. Yeah. I think sometimes it can be tough to keep track of like where all the various mini-bosses are. Or like how many repeats there are of each one. Because there are a lot of repeats in fairness. Like there are 5 headless, 4 drunkards, what, 2 7 spears, 2 centipedes. There are probably like 3 generals, like 3 lone shadows. Like there are quite a lot of repeats in fairness. Oh yeah, I guess the fish dude does have a Chained Ogre moveset. I guess you could count him as Chained Ogre then. I guess it's not really, you know, he's not an enemy at first. You know, you have to attack him in order to get the moveset. Like he starts off just as a friendly NPC. It's only if you attack him. So I guess, yeah, he does have an Ogre moveset, but I wouldn't really call him an Ogre given he's not, you know, inherently an enemy. Oh shit, I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not. I mean, is that not the case with most games though? You know, like, this is a very well crafted, well designed game. You've got a lot of content for the player. It will take about 30 hours to beat. And then speedrun's like, yeah, give us half an hour. Give us half an hour, we'll have it done. Well, you know, that's just every game in general. You saved Gyobu's horse. Oh my god. Wait, that just gave me an idea. You said you'd save Gyobu's horse. That just gave me the idea of Kuro and Onikage swapping places. It's like you meet Onikage at the start of the game and he gives you the gourds. And then when Gyobu shows up, it's just like Kuro trying to carry him on his back. And like Kuro running around chasing after you. With Gyobu on his back, like, attacking you. Oh, please can a modder make that happen? Any modder, please make that happen. That'd be so fucking hilarious. Just replace every boss in the game with Kuro. Just like have Sword Saint Kuro with Ishin lying on the ground at the end. I do kind of wish they made a DLC for this game. Definitely deserved it. This game definitely deserved it. Yeah, the Winter Lanterns in Bloodborne are... they're definitely very creepy enemies, or like very unsettling. But yeah, their frenzy is basically just a ball of projectiles. Honestly, like, Frenzy in Bloodborne is the best iteration of like the curse mechanic that FromSoft have done. Frenzy is by far the best iteration, simply because it doesn't actually kill you. Like, Curse in DS1 kills you, Petrification DS2 kills you, Curse in DS3 kills you. Terror in Sekiro, I mean, it kills you, but you can resurrect, so I guess. like Deathblight in Elden Ring kills you. In Bloodborne, it just does a fixed 70% of your max HP. So it's definitely their best rendition because it isn't just an instant death. I mean, yeah, I mean, the only thing that scales with Insight is how quickly it builds. I think the actual damage itself isn't changed. Although, what I don't actually know is that sometimes when Frenzy gets built in Bloodborne, like sometimes you take no damage until it procs, but then other times you'll take like chip damage while it's building. And I don't actually know what causes the difference between those. They're all headless and Sheechmans. Oh, I guess that's... You've probably done most of the Fountainhead bosses then, yeah? You've got to be getting closer now, Ratchet. That's the thing, I know it builds faster. I just remember the joys of doing Nightmare of Mensis on like 70 Insight. That was definitely a fun experience. Was it okay? That would be. Was it only that either does chip damage? Is it no other forms of terror? Is the brain the only one that does it? I could have sworn that other terror sources sometimes did chip damage, but yeah, that just gave me a really stupid idea. Like, okay, well, first of all, it's never going to happen because this idea requires Bloodborne coming to PC. So let's get this clear first of all, this is never going to happen. But imagine a challenge run where you turn every enemy into like a winter lantern, or you turn every enemy into something that does terror build up, and then you lock your insight to 99. Like 99 insight, every enemy builds frenzy. Just imagine. That would probably be the worst thing ever. Don't even know if you'd be able to make it through, don't even know if you'd be able to make it through Yharnam. Yeah, sadly that would require Bloodborne on PC. So, you know, that's never going to happen. I mean, I guess if you modded a PS4, but... You know, the challenge definitely doesn't sound fun enough to mod a console for it. You know? It just sounds like pain. It just sounds like nothing but pain. Hey, if they ever did bring Bloodborne on PC and a Randomizer was made, that would definitely be an interesting one. What the fuck do you mean, Will? Kuro and Ember collab, what? I really don't understand what you mean. Oh, Simon, do you mean the, like the echo farming one? I've never actually done that one. Because when I played Bloodborne, like all my casual stuff, I didn't have like PS Plus or like online or anything. So I don't think I could put in custom dungeon names. Turn me and Kuro into all the bosses. Yeah, I'm going to agree that would be pretty awful. That would be pretty awful. Some kind of dual-wielding Great Serpent Worshipper boss. Oh, God. Just the description of that makes me already not want to fight it. Like, it already just sounds like a super tough boss. But yeah. That's it. I think DLC for Sekiro would have been cool. Sekiro DLC would have been cool. But I guess they just prioritized Elden Ring instead, which... I mean, you know, with how Elden Ring turned out, you can't really complain. And hello, Willpow? Or Whitplow, sorry. I can't fucking read today. Hope you're doing okay. I swear I can read English. Trust me. A Bell Demon fight would just be the worst thing ever. Just 5,000 debuffs. Just... How about a Miss Noble and a Kami leader double boss? Like, two hardest bosses in the game in a double fight. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying there. Apparently I can't read. Apparently I cannot read. Yeah, or maybe swap Miss Noble for one of like the Fountainhead enemies that can enfeeble you. That would definitely be an interesting fight. Yeah, I'm joking, Ratchet. I know they're definitely not the hardest bosses in the game. I mean, I have been hit by a Kami leader before in a run. But luckily never to Miss Noble. Honestly, I think if I ever got hit by Miss Noble in a run, I would just quit. You know, I would just give up on Sekiro Hitless. Demon of Hatred duo. No. That sounds like the worst idea to possibly exist. Imagine Screen Monkey duo. Just chasing after 8 monkeys. Just running around after 8 monkeys for like 5 minutes. The randomizer shouldn't be able to repeat bosses. It should just swap them all round. Like, there are 2 balls in the game. Yeah, there's only one Akami leader, so I'm pretty sure the randomizer just swaps enemies around. I think there are settings where you can like change the frequency of how often enemies appear, but or how often certain types of enemies appear, I should say, but I'm pretty sure at the default it's just swapping everything. Honestly, Akami Leader is a really underwhelming boss because it's not a boss fight, it's just like an environmental hazard. Now, the whole point of her is to just stop you going in the water early. So the actual like Akami enemies in Fountainhead are actually quite cool to fight. Like some of them could actually be fun as a boss. Yeah, the leader herself is just there to stop you swimming around in the water too early. I guess the idea is to force you round the main way to break the bridge so you can meet the carp. But you can actually just completely bypass Akami leader and get into the like carp tunnel without killing her. And double folding screen monkeys would be funny though. Not any harder than normal, but would definitely be funny. So how close does this get to killing? Easy. I'm assuming it's a carp. I mean, all the other fish in this game are carp. So I'm assuming that the big fish is also a carp. But yeah, of course it is. It's called the Great Carp. Of course it's a... Yeah. It's literally called the Great Carp in-game, so... So yeah, it's a carp. I don't know if maybe there's something different about screen monkeys in general, or... I mean, that's the thing, because Sekiro has a lot of mini-bosses, I wonder if it's just... they're repeats that you didn't know about or something. So I don't know. So I don't think the randomizer repeats bosses as a default. But so I might be wrong. A koi is a carp. Okay, here comes Marina with her... in comes Marina with her, actually. We'll say, in game it is called the Great Carp. Well, no, you're not technically right, Will. So a koi is a carp, but that doesn't mean that all carp is a koi. So it's called a carp, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a koi fish. So you might still be wrong. You could still be wrong then. Yeah, the point I'm making is, yeah, so if all koi are carp, so if all koi fish are carp, that doesn't necessarily mean that all carp are koi fish. Right? Just because it's true the first way doesn't necessarily mean it's true the second way. And because the fish in Sekiro is called the Great Carp, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a koi fish. It might be, but it doesn't... It's not, like, guaranteed, you know? So it might be, but it's not certain. Got final boss Genny twice. Are you sure you didn't just get you sure you didn't just get like the Ashna Castle Phase 3 version of Genny one place and the actual final boss version of Genny the other? Because there are two Tomaway Gennys, because you fight one in Ashna Castle. Oh, Google says Koi is the Japanese. Okay. Fair enough then. I mean, hey, my logic was sound if Coin Carp didn't mean the literal same thing. Look, if Coin Carp weren't the exact same thing, my logic was sound, okay? But, okay, I didn't know that that was literally just the same word. Fair enough. Hey, it's not preposterous reasoning, it makes sense. Okay, well, let me ask you this. If I said, like, let's say you got a ton of people in a room and you said everybody in that room likes chocolate, right? That statement is true, but that does not mean that the reverse of that, everyone who likes chocolate is in that room, is true, right? So just because something is correct one way doesn't mean the statement is still correct the other way. If you follow. It's like my reasoning was sound, just I didn't know the fact that they're literally the same thing. And they're actually like some... Wow, first gunfort hit in like... I don't even know how long since a gunfort hit. How long has it been since I've been hitting gunfort? Gotta be like 10 runs. The other way only doesn't matter in this case because they're the same thing. Yeah, we're getting overly philosophical. That's it, I know it's the same, but if it weren't the same, then my reasoning would be correct. Also rip to that run. First gunfort hit in a long time, to be fair. Right. 6 o'clock, okay. I guess we could do another quick speed run. Because I don't think there's time to do another hitless. Because, say, a successful hitless attempt is an hour 45. So I think we can still do a speed run, though. Just for funsies. Oh, Genny MD'd you both times. Yeah, Castle Genichiro doesn't have Mortal Draw. So... I don't actually know what's happened there. So yeah, Castle Genichiro does not have Mortal Draw. Now let me just get the timer. Is that live split? Oh, wait, wrong thing. Yeah, there are a lot of like... There are a lot of like weird sort of probability stuff like that with Plough, yeah. They all get very confusing very fast. So what is going on with my... Hello, what is going on with my game? Sure. Okay. Okay, I think this should work. Okay, quick sure glitchless, because why not? Yeah, probability gets really weird sometimes. And like statistics and things can just... You can definitely like make a lot of things that just sound completely wrong, but are actually true. Also, why is this not started? I only just realised that this hasn't even started the timer. Why has this not started the timer? And now my circle doesn't work. Okay, why is this not starting the timer? Hello? Okay, why is this not working? Activate. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I've broken this or not. Start automatically. The chance of some people watching this stream right now playing Fortnite is 99%. That can't be true, surely. Dude, what the fuck is going on? Why is the splitter not working? Yeah, I do think I have just broken